Howdy everyone, it's UFO Bob. Today I'm doing a live stream that I hadn't planned to do. It's impromptu. I had something else in mind, and well, let me swing the camera back around this way and I'll explain. There you go, huh? Put the hat on properly. There we go. There you go, that's good. So, as many of you know, my regular viewers I'm referring to, I'm a professional automotive product photographer, as well as a content creator. And that means that I'm on my feet constantly, often lifting fairly heavy products, rotors, spindles, A-arms, etc. And in the last year or so, more than a year actually, I have been suffering foot pain, and it's gotten severe over the last couple of months, to the point that I actually went to my doctor. They did x-rays, you know, side, top, back, whatever it was. It was all over the place. And they couldn't find anything specific that would cause the pain that I was dealing with. And the pain that I was dealing with, not only was it in my feet and my ankles, excuse me, but often it was in my hips and in my back and in my neck. And it's reached the point where it was impacting what I could do, both as a photographer and as a content creator. Now, in my line of work, I'm on my feet constantly, and that includes content creating. If you're doing live streaming, you're scouting locations, you're walking around, you're chit-chatting with your viewers. You're not sitting down usually. Some people do, but that's not the way I do things. And finally, somebody a few months ago suggested that this actually might be a problem with my shoes. And the more I thought about it, the more I thought, yeah, this person may be right. And so I started looking around for shoes. Now, since I think this is a boring shot, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my gear here. You can't see it, but I can. And I'm going to swing the camera around so you can see where we're at. There you go. All right. And I'm going to explain to you what I discovered, and I hope that it helps you. I won't guarantee it. I'm no doctor, obviously. But I walked away today from an experience that's changing, I hope, my condition. So now I gotta find a spot where I can sit and chat. And one of the things that I have to deal with is that last week I did a live stream from El Toro Park, and normally I have a gimbal, not a gimbal, I do have a gimbal, I'm using it right now. I have a gimbal with a, you see, oh, I can put it, hang on, tell you what, I'm going to bring this back around. There you go. So normally I have a gimbal with a tripod on it, little mini tripod, and it wasn't in the bag today when I opened up my gear bag to do the stream. So I'm stuck holding the camera, or I can try and do this. I can put it down there on the wall, and then let's see how that works. And then I can sit down over here. Oh, it looks like we have somebody there. Who is that? Hi, Susan. And hey, Brandanya. Aloha. good to see both of you. All right. I think we'll be able to make this thing work by my sitting here like this. Even though I don't have the tripod, this is fairly level, and I think it won't fall over. And if it does, at least I can catch it. Okay. So, and again, I'm trying to look at you guys directly, so that's like there. Of course, when I'm talking, I don't always just look at the camera because I'm thinking, right? I'm trying to work things out in my head so that it makes sense to everybody. Anyway, so I started looking for shoes. And I had been buying the same pair of shoes for about 4 years. And they were good. I was very happy with them. But the last time I went into that particular company's store, they had changed the design and they didn't feel right. So I didn't buy them. So I started looking elsewhere, and I looked high and low everywhere. And frankly, I had reached a point where I was giving up because I couldn't find a pair of shoes that felt any better than the pair that I currently have. And today I decided, after church, on my way home, I took a different path. And that path led me over to a shopping mall not far from where I used to live years ago. And I went into this particular shoe store, and I'll tell you the name later. And you know, I had no real hopes of finding shoes. So I walked up to this young lady at a counter, and trying to look for my jacket. I want to make sure I got it here. Hang on one second. Okay, there's my jacket. Don't want to forget it. Besides, I think it'll be a little more comfortable to sit on it. Oh, I'm still gonna see here. So at least that's better composition. Anyway, I walked in and I asked this lady, do you have anybody on the floor who's, has time to help me? And she said, well, generally we don't have people on the floor who help. Most companies now are self-service, which that's a whole other story. When you don't get me off on that topic. That'll irritate me beyond belief. But she said, I'll help you. And I grew up in an era when, if you went to a shoe store, for example, there was a guy. You would sit down, you put your foot on a pedestal, and they would measure your feet, width, length, and they check the arch and several other things. And then they would bring out a handful of different shoes and say, how's this feel? Check that out. Until you found the right shoe. Well, that's not the case in this day and age. Anyways, I explained to her my problem. I had pain in my feet, that I'm on my feet all day, I'm a photographer, etc., etc. And I said, what do you recommend? And right off the bat, she said, look, there's only one brand I recommend. And to be honest, I can't think of the name right now, but I'll show it to you in a minute. And she says, Iworth. And I'm on my feet 10 hours a day. And I had my doubts, not because of her, but just the luck I've had in finding shoes. And so she took me over and she pulled out this particular brand. She told me why. And lo and behold, I put them on and they fit perfectly. And so I was so pleased, I decided I would do this stream. So I'm going to show you the brand, and I won't dox the young lady, but turned out she is the manager of the store. And she was friendly, she was informative, she was helpful, and I'm truly thankful for her help. The brand is called Brooks. So here's what the shoe looks like. Okay, let's see if I can get it. There you go, guys. That's the shoe that I bought today. And, oh, thank you. Sorry about that. My bag fell down. All right, hang on here. There we go. All right, so things goes back here. I'm trying to give you a 360 kind of deal, right? There you go. And it's called a ghost shoe. That's the little name here. Can you see that? Ghost. That's spooky. All right, so here we go. So I tell you what I'm going to do now. This is going to be tricky because I want you to see me take off my shoes, put the new shoes on, and then we'll walk around a little bit. Oh, and one other thing. For those of you who watched last week's live stream, you know that I have a new wireless mic system. It's called the Hollyland Lark M2 mic system. And it really makes a big difference. However, today I'm not using it. And that's because I'm in the middle of doing an entire edited video about this product myself. And I've got things set up where I didn't want to disturb what I had set up. So you're getting the old iPhone audio, which is not bad, but it's like if I were to switch the camera to flip it over to the other side, the audio is diminished slightly. So I'll have to talk a little louder when I do what I'm going to do. So, in fact, you know what? I wonder if I could do this. I don't know. We're just going to have to play this by ear or by foot. Oh, alas! All the way from England. Good to see you. Ladies, thank you for being here. All right, so let's see if I can do this in such a way as you can see what I'm doing. See, my problem is I got to be able to see what's going on, so I'm going to have to turn the camera around. All right. Oh, the pain. My hips. So this is going to be a neat little trick. I don't want to have this in the way of the people who are walking by me. I'm actually on the steps. It was part of a major thoroughfare. So, and here comes the sun, but look at that. All right. And of course, now I can't see it, but I think the composition is going to be okay. I think I'm going to go widescreen. Hang on one second. Gonna give you a better view than that. All right. Hold on here. I go widescreen. Oh, no, that's close up. That's widescreen. And come on. There you go. There you go, laddie. All right, here we go. So I think that gives you a pretty good composition. We don't want that to fall over. All right, so these are the old shoes, okay? These are Skechers. I'm not knocking them. I bought them for 4 years, but you know, things change, right? And they're not working now. And as you can see, at least by this one, I have really worn these out. Look at that. It's because I couldn't find anything else. So now you can see my socks. And there goes the other shoe. And now we're going to put on the Brooks pair. And then we'll do a little walk around, and then we'll wrap things up. All right, here we go. This is, my hips. All right, there's no easy way to do this, guys. Sorry. I was hoping. I'm always trying to make sure you get a good shot, and sometimes it just doesn't happen, right? All right. Ah, yes, riveting entertainment, isn't it? As I said, though, this is impromptu. I hadn't planned to do this. I mean, the hips. All right, there we go. Let's see here. Gotta get that last shoelace out. There we go. All righty. So, boom. I tell you, that alone makes me feel better. Ah, yes. So, hold on here. So I'm going to swing the camera back around. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. Let's swing the camera this way. There we go. Boom. All right. So far, so good. Who else is that? I don't have my, it's bright out here, so it's hard to see your message last. Let me see if I can read it. It's gonna be hard because it's glare. Looks like my transverse. I can't read it more than that. A new pair. Oh, you need a new pair. Okay. Well, I tell you something. I think for a lot of people, myself at least, I'm speaking for myself, I just went too long without buying a new pair of shoes. And I know why, because like I said, it's always been a struggle to find a pair that worked for me. And now that I've found this pair, whoops, hang on, not that way. There you go. There you go. Hey, who's that? Is that Aloha? Who is that? Is that, again, I'm sorry, I don't have the, it looks like ALABANA. Whoever you are, I apologize. I can't read. I don't have my glasses with me. I left them in the car, right? Normally I could just pop them on and look at them. Now I could try and do this little trick here, and let's see if that works. Sometimes it does. It's like working like let's see, what does it say there? Oh, it's still too much glare. Looks like Albana. I can't read it. Anyways, thank you for showing up. Other things one does for one show. Okay, I guess that's about it. I tell you what, I'm not going to take you down here. I'll show you why. I'm going to point in the direction of the. So that's the mall there. Oh, by the way, that's the company. That's DWS Shoes. That's where I got my shoes today. And just so you know, this is not a paid promotion. They have no idea that I was going to do this. Heck, I didn't even know I was going to do this until I bought the shoes. And even then, I wasn't so sure I was going to do it, but, well, you know the truth now. So let me grab my jacket. It's gotten warm out here. It was cold this morning. In fact, it rained. So we're going to walk back to the car. Oh, don't fall. Hey, I got to pick up my other shoes. Oh, I'm such a clown today. Hang on. See this, guys? I nearly left those sitting on the steps. All right. Okay, those go into the bag. We got that. Boom. And we got the jacket. And we'll head out to the car and then we'll wrap up the live stream, okay? By the way, if you're new to the channel, I do have a Discord server. I do have a Facebook page. The links are in the description box below. Oh, that feels so good. That really does make a difference in how I feel. My hips aren't hurting when I walk, nor are my ankles giving me pain. This is, man, if this pays off the way I think it's going to do, it's going to change things for me in a big way. So, just so you know, I'm in the South Coast Plaza area in Orange County, California. In fact, in the background, I don't know if you can see it, there's Best Buy. I often buy a lot of my gear from over there. In fact, not this gimbal, but the new one I bought there. You know what? I think I'm just going to find a spot here for a second and just wrap this up because I'm trying to carry the bag and it's not working out, you know. So I'm gonna put that down there. There you go. See. All right. So I'm gonna swing this back around, and I'm gonna sign off. So 1 second there. There you go. And there you go. Oops. Okay, guys. As I was saying, you know, I do have social media. I encourage you to leave a comment if you like what you see here. The material I do. I'm all over the map with my material, by the way. I do cooking videos, I do travel videos, I do DIY stuff. It doesn't bring me a lot of viewers, but I like what I do, and as long as you enjoy what I do, we'll all hang out together. So that being said, I'm going to say aloha, sayonara, adios, and goodbye. And I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Y'all take care now. Thanks very much for watching.